Cooking with Kenya, cooking with Kenya. Good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing this morning? I know you can't respond, but hey, I'm just being cordial. So, we have on today, we have fish and grits for breakfast. I had a little fish left from yesterday, and I decided to cut them up into strips, and we're going to make it do what it do on this morning with the fish and grits. Just simple fish, and then we have some grits bubbling here. All right, we're going to cover those back up because they pop out. All right, now I already have some cooking in the skillet, and we're going to turn that fish in just a moment. But we're going to come over here and we're going to season some more fish. And I'm going to tell you guys how I season my fish and what exactly I use on my fish. Okay, I have a mixture of meals. I have a seasoned meal, and I have a regular corn meal, just a plain regular corn meal. Because sometimes the seasoned meal can be a little too seasoned, and so I cut it with just plain old corn meal. And to give it a different crispy texture also. Of course, over here with the seasonings, you can use what you like. Let me move those seasonings over. You can use what you like, but I use a little Lawry's, not much, because again, the meal is seasoned. Just a little Lawry's. And I have cut the fish into strips, just a sprinkle. Because I also have, of course, my onion powder, my garlic powder. I put that on my fish. I just like the taste of those two together. And I've already seasoned it with onion powder and garlic powder. And then I put a little pepper on my fish. I love black pepper. I put black pepper on everything, don't I, Snap?
Yes.
Literally everything. And so if you want to stretch those pieces of fish, if you have leftover fish or you have only a few pieces, you can cut them into strips. You can do nuggets. There's so much you can do. You can actually make catfish patties or whatever type of fish you have, tilapia. You can grind it up and make it like salmon croquettes and make it into patties. But hey, fish is another type of protein that goes a long way. Okay, we're going to go and flip this fish that's already in the skillet. I'm just going to turn it over. We like our fish here real crispy. Really crispy. And we're going to, hey, you don't want to turn it. We're going to put you against that side and turn you over. And I'm just going to make sure that it's down in the grease real good. And I know since I've been cooking, the items that I cook is I use oil and a lot of things, but this is not all the time. This is just here and there that I use oil because we do like to incorporate healthy eating in your cooking. We do want to be healthier. We want to live healthier lives. In the South, we tend to have a lot of high blood pressure and what we call sugar or even sugar diabetes. So we do want to, if we can use olive oil in our frying, please do so. You can use grapeseed oil. They have sunflower oil. And those are some better choices as far as oil you can use. And it's not so bad on your blood pressure. So, we're going to just, nothing fancy. We're just going to do some plain old buttered grits. And we're going to top it with that catfish. And you can also do fish with shrimp. You can do like the surf and turf. They call it surf and turf. With the shrimp and we're going to stir those grits. We're going to stir those up really good. And stir that butter in those grits. And we're going to let those cook a little bit more because I like smooth grits, as smooth as possible. And get all those grits off the side. And I don't like them too thick, but we do like them thick enough. We don't like runny grits, but hey, to whatever you like. You keep the grits to the consistency that you like, that you prefer. And we're going to knock those grits off this spoon. And we're going to put the top back on those grits. Always clean the edge of your cooking dish. And we're going to put the top back on because those grits pop really bad. And we don't want to get burned. Okay, we're going to come back over here to the fish. It's looking golden brown and good. Let's see what it's looking like on the other side. It's getting there. Okay, just about there. And these smaller strips, they don't take very long. But again, I like mine extra, extra crispy. I always say that have it like a cracker texture, but not all the way through, just the edges. So we're gonna, those grits are bubbling good. We're not gonna take that top off too much, but we're gonna get those thick like you like them. And then we're gonna plate up, and we'll add the rest of the fish in the skillet. And then we're gonna plate up and serve this morning and enjoy our fish and grits. Now I'm going to top these grits with a little parsley. Parsley give it a certain flavor. It has a certain, and I like to have a little greenery on my food sometimes, especially when you have dishes like the grits and they're bland, they're white, and then the fish is like a brown color. Parsley, adds just a festive color to it and also give it a very good flavor. And sometimes I put smoked paprika. I have some smoked paprika that I'm going to put on the grits. There you go, smoked paprika. And you can make a gravy to the grits. I don't like the gravy with my fish because I like the crisp of the fish. But hey, to each his own. You can add a gravy. There's so much you can do with fish and grits. There's so much you can do with fish and grits. You can do bacon and bacon bites, little pieces in with your grits, and then top with the fish, and that gives it an awesome flavor. Okay, we're gonna go on and take that fish out. Okay. Make sure your fork is in good. You can see my finger. Gonna let that drain. And those pieces are thicker. I'm gonna turn those over. And again, I like them crispy, crispy, crispy. And I'm gonna put some grits in a bowl, and hey, we're going to top these grits with parsley and those grits are really popping good. And you're gonna cut those down. You don't want to get burned, okay? We're gonna take the remaining of the fish out. Be careful in the kitchen because we have these little small skillets and they want to roll around sometimes, so be really, really careful. All right, we're gonna plate up. We're gonna plate some fish and grits. And then we're going to taste. That's the fun part, you guys, tasting. Count your blessings. What has God done for you this week? Of course, if you've seen every day, he's waking you up every morning. That's a blessing in itself. That's a huge blessing because you can't do anything if you're not here. You can't do anything if you're not alive. So we thank God for being alive every day this week and seeing every brand new mercy. But there are some special things sometimes, that's special, but I'm talking about some really, really things that he do within the day. And sometimes we get so accustomed to and so used to being alive and well and having our health and our strength to sometimes we don't really think about every little bitty blessing that God performs in our lives. And he does so much for us. I mean, sometimes some things that just blow our minds and we just shrug it off like it's nothing, but God is so good. He's done so much for us. Okay, I'm going to top this with a little parsley. And some paprika, a little smoked paprika. Okay, that's enough. And we're going to grab a spoon. And we're going to taste this tasting kind of tilapia. Okay, let's see. Oh, you hear the crispiness?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, let's see what this is about. And the grits are still bubbling because as they sit, they'll get thicker. But they're pretty good. Okay, let me blow that out. Oh, it's smoking. Oh my goodness. That is good, good, good. And again, it's a simple meal. Hey, you can use fish, any types of fish. Shrimp if you like, if that's what you'd like, hey, do that. Or you can mix it together and do fish and shrimp and grits or whatever ingredients. Bacon is good on them. That's really good. Again, thank you for joining. Samantha, you want to taste?
Yeah.
Ooh, let me blow it out. Thank you for joining Cooking with Kenya. Till next time, we're eating fish and grits this morning. Have a blessed day. Cooking with Kenya. Cooking.